Jay Witt, I appreciate you stepping on behind the face mask.
Yeah, man.
Straight out of Cuero, Texas?
Cuero, Texas.
Where is that at? I've never heard of it.
So actually like the middle of nowhere, but it's right by Victoria, Texas. You heard of that?
Okay, so that's
Corpus Christi area.
Got you.
So
down south.
Yeah, it's a small town down south. Jonathan Brooks is actually from Hallettsville, so he's right by me.
Okay.
So we get a couple players every year come out.
You said a couple. It's a collective effort.
Right. Yeah, it is, man. But yeah, it's just the whole town is like family. Everybody knows each other, and yeah, it's crazy. I spent like 18 years of my life there before actually expanding out, and now that I've been in the city, I feel like I'm a city boy now. So I couldn't even go back. I can't. Nah. When I don't even stay the night when I go home. But
it's a round trip.
Bro, I come right back. But yeah, it's where home is. So home is always where the heart is.
And when you talk about home, what does your family structure look like? Like,
yeah,
you got siblings, moms.
Man, I got like 12 or 13 siblings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad was, he was out here.
He was pumping them out.
Yeah,
he
man.
was doing some work.
But yeah, I grew up with a single parent household, so just with my mom, and my sister was in the same house as me growing up. But my siblings all range from like 43 to my youngest sister, I think is 21.
Okay.
So we're all over the place, but yeah, single parent household. It's just my mom. Both of my parents are disabled, so she couldn't really work when I was growing up.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it was.
If you don't mind me asking, what was the disability?
So hers was like she had a really bad back problem. Okay. So she used to be like a in-home nurse, but she couldn't do that anymore. So like while I was growing up, she was just at home and just doing stuff for me. And they had her on medication a lot, so she had to do that. My dad, he had a heart condition where he had to get like a quadruple bypass, which is crazy. Yeah, but yeah, they're both on disability. My mom actually just started working a little bit for somebody for the first time in like a lot of years. So that was a big accomplishment for her.
Yeah, I'm assuming she's feeling better, right?
Yeah,
that's why she's able to do that.
Yeah, she's getting better.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
Yeah, it's great, man, just to see her back, being active and stuff like that. She's gonna come to a game this year, so I'm excited.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Cool.
Kind of reading up on kind of like the family dynamic. You got a couple athletes in the family, huh?
I do, man. Yeah, that Whittington name carry a lot.
It rings a little bit.
Yeah,
huh?
So all my uncles were athletes. One in particular, Arthur Whittington, played in Cuero, went to SMU, and then he played for the Raiders when they won the Super Bowl back in the day. Oh, wow. He was their running back. My dad was an athlete. Yeah, everybody. I had an older brother, Quincy, who also went to SMU. He was a pretty good guy. He played with Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley.
Oh, okay.
At
SMU.
SMU.
Some good teams over there.
Yeah. So, man, yeah, we got a long line of athletes. I got a little brother that played. He won the state championship with me. So it's all over the place.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. It was meant to be, right?
It was, man. Growing up, I didn't think that I would like football. I wasn't really physical when I was little.
When you say you wasn't physical, like, hold on.
I was, man.
So what, you mean you was getting bullied?
I was getting bullied. Like I was getting, people was, they was working me out there. But all my friends weren't playing football. I wanted to just keep being the little baby kid, hood rat kid that I was, so when I got taken out of it, because I was used to playing football, just, throw it up, catch it, run around in the backyard. I never got into organized football. So once I did, I didn't really like it at first, and then eventually I saw that I could do something with it, go to college for free, which was crazy to me. So I fell in love with it and took it serious after that.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, man.
So seeing how, what was it, you said Pops and your uncle, what is it? Not even Pops, your two uncles went to SMU. Who all went to SMU?
Two of my uncles went and my brother went.
And your brother went.
Yeah.
Did they ever come knocking SMU whenever you was getting recruited?
They would call my uncle, but they knew that wasn't where I wanted to go.
Oh, you already made it clear. You made it known you wasn't trying to go to SMU.
I was a Florida Gator fan and Florida State
Surprisingly,
fan.
Me too. Like
really?
I was when I was getting recruited, it was during the Tim Tebow era.
Okay.
So I used to love Florida, and like I was begging them just to send me something. Just send me a questionnaire, anything. But nah, they never reached out. Little do they know, I might have gone there. So
it's crazy. Just like Clemson would never offer me.
That's where you
I kind of liked them. No, I was stuck on Florida, but like I said, I'm from a small town. So once leaving Texas became a reality, I got scared and I was like, I'm staying. And I didn't know a lot. I mean, you hear about the tradition of Texas, but I didn't know a lot growing up about it until I actually came and visited, and just everything that came with it. And just being in Austin, Texas was big for me. So I knew that's where I wanted to be at some point. But I was definitely a Florida Gator for a little bit. Yeah, I loved it,
you
man.
and me both, man.
Yeah, man, it was crazy.
Okay, so let's kind of get into a little bit how injuries kind of have played a part in your career, because that's something that really resonates with me. I've kind of gone through my personal battles injury-wise, and just kind of reading up on you, I saw torn groin freshman year.
Yeah.
Then second year was meniscus.
Yeah.
Third year was a clavicle, which I remember watching that game, and I was heartbroken for you, bro. I guess my question is, like, how do you keep pushing? Like, what was the toll that those injuries had on your mental health? And how do you keep pushing through that?
I actually got a long answer for this. So just like I said, I always say my career has been like a literal emotional roller coaster. But just coming out of high school, I had that crazy state games. I was way up here. I came in balling in spring ball, and I was trying to get the starting running back position. So that was going good for me. I was winning offensive MVP of every spring ball. You do scrimmages in spring ball. I was winning MVP of all that. Then we go to the first game, and I think second time I touched the ball, I tore the groin. And
second carry of the game?
Second, yeah.
No, I don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah, so tough, it gets crazy. So second carry, I tear the groin. I knew it, right? And it was I think it was the adductor muscle. So that's the one you swing the leg in. I just couldn't. I was like, okay, it's done. So I jogged off the field. I'm out for that whole season. I wasn't really that mad because my freshman year, I really wanted to play LSU. So that's kind of what I was heartbroken about. But other than that, I was like, I'm going to just build my way back and come back, and I'm going to just show the world what they missed the first year. I'm going to show them the second year.
Right.
And come back the second year, and I think the same quarter, within the same 10 yards in the same side of the field, I tore the meniscus in that same spot.
Wow.
Which was it was crazy to me. I had just had like a flashback, and I was, after that, I was out for that.
Not to interrupt, but you said the same quarter.
I believe it was the same quarter.
Same part of the field.
Yeah, and same yard line.
In the same game of the season.
First game, yeah.
First game. Wow.
Tore the meniscus, and that's when I started to emotionally just go down as far as like my hope and stuff like that.
Right.
Because I was like, why is it not going my way? Eventually, I ended up getting more mature about it. I was like, okay, that's God's plan. I'm going to just keep going. And we come back the third year, and then that's when I started actually playing really good. Like, I think the first game that season, I had over 100 yards, a touchdown. I was leading the team in receiving all the way to the OU game. And, it was third down. I dove for the ball, broke the clavicle.
I remember watching that, man.
Out again after that, and that's when I was like, okay, I'm probably I think I'm done with it. So
let's real quick. I share your pain, man.
Yeah.
Like when I played in the league, I didn't have the type of injuries you had in college, but when I got to the league, my rookie year tore my bicep, fourth year tore my other bicep, fifth year having the best season of my career, about to get paid, popped my Achilles, seventh year. Tore my pec, was having a really good season as well. So injuries have I feel you on that aspect. I know for me, it was a mental battle, like constantly. And it was a struggle because I always felt like my body was letting me down. It was like an internal struggle. Like, you mad at yourself. But at the same time, you got to keep pushing. Can you kind of shed a little bit of light from your perspective on that?
Yeah, like you said, it was a battle mentally. So I definitely was going to war with, do I want to stay here? Do I want to keep fighting? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? And I never could just figure it out those first 3 years. And I just got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm just going to focus on just my body. So I stopped focusing so much on being so serious about the game. I was like, we just need to stay healthy. And then once we get...
That's step number one.
Yeah, that's just
make
stay
it through a whole season.
Make it through the first game without that's
true though.
Right?
True.
So the year 4 comes around, and I make it through that whole season healthy, and that was just something really big for me. You know, I had like the yards, I was playing really good, but a lot of people didn't understand that I was just happy to be out there. Like I was just not taking it for granted, you know, because I had to get taken away from me so much. But yeah, man, it was it was a hard thing to go through, to be honest. You know, I still get emotional about it. But like I said, I feel like now I don't think if I could go back and take all that away, all the bad stuff I went through, I don't think I would, because now I feel like I'm a whole different person as far as my mentality.
Right.
And I knew that with that stuff happening, I had to get better at networking with people. And I think that's one of the benefits of this university is just meeting people, taking advantage of the opportunities that the school gives you, and they put you in front of a lot of people that could help you. And once I saw that football wasn't going my way, I was like, okay, let me just figure out just in case, you know, as far as a plan B. But now, man, I'm all in it now, and stuff's been going really good. The team is really good, been playing good, so I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Absolutely. So kind of going back, you said whenever all these injuries were stacking up and accumulating, you kind of you said it was almost kind of like a blessing in disguise because it put you in a position where you felt like you had to go out there and find other means. You had to go network, find another way to make it if football wasn't going to hit home for you. What how did that get started for you? Like, was there a specific person that you met that kind of put you on the right path, or what put you in that mind state that, you know, I got to go get it some other way? And how did you go about that?
I would say one of the things that started it is once after my third year when I broke the clavicle, I got to a point where I was just meeting people a lot, but I would never take the relationship and just do anything with it, right? It'd be a handshake. Nice to meet you. I'm Jordan Whittington. Thank you for everything you do. And I was like, I gotta start being more, you know, serious about relationships and people and just opening up. And the NIL stuff started to happen right after that. So then I started getting put in a lot of rooms that I didn't think I would be able to get put into if I wasn't a football player. I was like, I gotta start taking advantage of these opportunities while I'm still here, because I know once the jersey come off, it ain't gonna be the same. I'm attached to University of Texas football right now, right? So people like that, and I just felt like I needed to start figuring out a plan B because it started to become a reality. And you know, when you're going through at a young age, it's like I'm going to the league 3 and out. I'm doing that. And even when it doesn't seem like you 3 and out, you still think I'm gonna be straight.
In the back of your mind, you're always playing out the best case scenario,
Exactly,
not the worst case.
Yeah, so I had to. That's why I feel like I'm mature. I started to actually look at the worst case scenario. What did that look like for me? And it didn't look good because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I started to just, you know, network, talk to people, start figuring out a plan, building a resume, stuff like that. And it's been really good. You know, I got a lot of really good, genuine friends that I've met over the past 2 years, and we're really tight. And I even wrote an article about it. And yeah, this year it's just been about getting this team as far as we can go, winning Big 12, winning national championship, and having some sort of idea of what I will be doing after football. And I don't know if that'll be whenever it'll be, you know, because I'm still driving for the NFL. I think that is a really big reality for me. But even after that, I would like to know what I'm doing, and I think it's more about who you know than what you know. So
absolutely,
I got a lot of who you knows now. So yeah, man, I got some really good friends.
You got some good contacts now.
So I love it.
So do you feel like you're in a place now where you don't necessarily need football? Like, obviously it's the dream. You would love to play football, but do you still feel like deep down inside that you need it?
I don't think I need it for as far as me to live good. I think I need it as far as internally. I've been doing this since I was a little kid, and I have to I got to get a phone call. I got to be able to say, not that it wasn't for nothing, but I got to be able to say that I put my mind to something and I made it happen. You know, so I got to go to that next level. But I wouldn't say that I necessarily need it, just because I'm way more mature now, and I know people, I know a lot of stuff. I'm smarter. I kind of have ideas of different things that I want to get into, but I definitely am full on pursuing, you know, the NFL route right now. But yeah, I'm not gonna say I need football. Yeah, but I do love it. I'm still married to it. So.
Yeah,
man.
that's a beautiful place to be in.
It is.
Like, it's not many people get to that place.
Yeah.
Is where you at right now at the college level. Not many people are at that place, so that's a blessing.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say, so we Lamborghini Austin, man. Let's get right into it. You're talking about meeting all the who's
exactly.
and making all these relationships. Is that kind of how the Lamborghini deal came into fruition?
Yeah, so it actually came because of Bijan. So Bijan had the deal there, and I actually needed an internship to get my degree. It was the last thing I needed. And I just hollered at him like, hey, I'm a PR major. I need go talk to them, tell them if they need somebody in the marketing department that can intern. He talked to him. I interviewed with the owner, and since then we've been like the best of friends. You know, me and the owner, and he's a really good guy, and he's put me, like I said, in a lot of different rooms, a lot of different events, and it's just been like a tree branch of all these other people as far as networking. But yeah, Lamborghini that's been a big one for me. You know, just meeting those guys. They're all really cool, all genuine. I've even met like the CEO, the guy in Italy.
That overruns all of them.
Yeah, so it's been.
Wow, you've like met him face to face in
shook
person.
His hand. Yeah, it's been crazy.
Man, shout out Jay Whit.
Yeah.
I swear you need to be part of that. Like, you need to be part of that freshman symposium, kind of giving free game, dog. Cause you done it the right way.
Yeah, I've been able to do a lot of stuff. Cause like I said, I'm from this small town, so I've done so many things I never thought I'd be able to do. And I even went to like Italy and Greece not that long ago, and I went by myself.
Oh, you bought a ticket?
Yeah, I traveled part of the world all alone. Yeah, and it was cool. It was a great experience. And I never would have been able to do that, you know, if I didn't make the decision to come here. I feel like. So, yeah, man.
I was gonna say, going real quick back to the Lamborghini deal. What does an NI deal like that look like? Like, are they toss you the keys to any whip you want? Do you get to hold on to it, or do you gotta rent them out like for short periods of time? What does that look like?
So it's how we got it now is it's like a brand ambassador thing. So really what I do is I go to the events, I'll do whatever on social media that I need to do, and then I'll just drive the car for the weekend or however many days I want to. And
that's love. And then you just toss them the keys back?
Yeah, and take the key back, get back in my car.
And do they have a set one for you, or do you kind of get to like go through the inventory and like, let me pull this one?
They want to keep you in the SUVs. It's safer. The cars be low to the ground. Yeah, but the Urus that's my favorite one. But I do want to do the car eventually and just see what it's like. But yeah, man, it's crazy.
I was gonna say last question, and then we'll move on. But what does an internship at Lamborghini Austin look like?
You're gonna do a lot with. It depends what department you're in. So I was kind of with the marketing. I was kind of with everybody, but I would just have days where some days I'll go with the service department, just hang out with them, see what they're doing, learn something. I'd be with the owner, I'd be with the manager, I'd be with the people that sell the cars. So you're pretty much just doing whatever field you're with that day. You just kind of go through what they're going through and learn something about it. And then other than that, I was just shaking a lot of hands, saying hi to people, you know, and there's so many crazy stories I got just from people that actually, there's a lot of people in Austin that got it. So just seeing people come and just buy, you know, just buy one full and just leave is crazy.
Who's the biggest name that you've seen walk into Lamborghini and pick up a whip?
The crazy thing is, it don't be big names. It be big. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not super popular, but
it'd be like the low-key quiet ones.
And they got it.
Oh, like Walmart or something.
I think one of the craziest ones, I think it was a 21-year-old just came in there and was like, how much is this? They told him, he just wrote the check about it. Yeah, he was 21 years old. Man. Crazy. Jeez. Had something to do with social media.
Oh my God, probably got that money from streaming or something.
Yeah, and then I've seen all type of, I've seen some crazy. I've seen like 19-year-olds get them. It's crazy, bro, but it shows you that there's a lot more and these people ain't athletes, so there's a lot more outside of it. I just think as players, we get like oppressed into thinking that the only way out is like music or being an athlete, but it's not, you know. I think once everybody learns that, then it'll help, you know, especially our community a lot. So, yeah.
No, that's real.
Yep.
Okay, so you kind of mentioned that while you were going through the injury bug, while they was kind of stacking, you had wrote an article with the Players Tribune, which I actually read. And you said that one of the reasons for coming back to Texas after the monster you had last year was because of fear.
Yeah.
Which was, and I love how transparent you are. Can you kind of open up about that a little bit?
So like I said, it's not really scary until it becomes a reality, and just looking at where I was projected to go or not go, and talking to people that have been through the same thing. And I had some testimonies where it just worked out perfect and some where it just didn't. And I just feel like I wasn't ready, just taking into consideration the injuries I had and stuff like that. I pretty much only had 1.5 seasons of, film. So I felt like I wasn't ready to, face that reality of if it wasn't to work out. And that's when I was like, okay, I gotta figure out what I would do if it doesn't work out, just in case I get faced in this position again. And yeah, once I started thinking about that and I didn't know, that's when the fear kicked in. It was like, what would I do if I just didn't get drafted? And
that's a scary
it's
feeling.
a scary feeling, especially when you don't know what to do and you got so many people that are just like, I don't want to sound wrong, but like you're the chosen one in the family.
Absolutely.
So I feel like I got to be the guy to change the trajectory of, my family. And I wasn't ready, to face the reality of telling them I can't. And I wrote an article just like my mom asking for something, and I had to say, no, I can't get it. That was just something that was really scary for me, and a lot of people don't face it until it's there. And I was really like, I didn't know. I was kind of lost, and it was a long process as far as deciding what I was going to do, because I was like, after I get my degree, I'm leaving. But once you're like, okay, what am I going to use this for? Then that fear
well,
kick
you actually
in.
got to put that degree to work.
Yeah. Then that fear kick in. I just feel like I wasn't connected enough. And I also feel like football-wise, I could do better. So that's kind of what all this coming back is for. But yeah, man, that fear was crazy.
No, I get it, man. It's crazy that you say that, and it's crazy that like you're aware enough to like kind of know the limitations in your resume right now, and like how do I address those limitations? Let me come back here and address those things. I feel like players at the college level, they get any chance to dip, they gonna chunk deuce and they gonna go, no matter if they ready or not. And I get it, like money's on the other side. Like let me take this chance, and I believe in myself. I'm gonna get it done. But the fact that you looked at it a different way, and it was like, you know what, I'm not positive that I can make the most of the league right now.
Exactly.
Let me come back and put some more on tape. I salute you for that.
Yeah, man. And that's what I'm doing right now. So
yeah.
But yeah, it was because I've always had a lot of confidence in myself, but sometimes you just got to be real. Like I didn't feel like I was ready to, And I did have friends that actually left and they went undrafted and it all worked out. I got a friend, Puka Nicole, for the Rams.
Oh, he's balling this year.
He balling, and he got drafted a little later. But so it could have went that route, but then it could have not went that route, and I just wasn't really ready to face that. And there's something I want to do here that I haven't done is win the Big 12. So that was another reason to come back. So
definitely, y'all on the right track too.
Yeah, man, it's looking good.
So speaking to a lot of your teammates, you're highly regarded in the locker room and viewed as the captain of the team by a lot of people. I guess just asking you, was there somebody when you were younger that kind of had that role on the team and kind of showed you the right way to do things and kind of like set the example for you now you can lead these other guys the right way?
When I first got there, it was Sam Ellinger.
Okay.
Sam Ellinger, Colin Johnson, Shaq, our center.
Yep.
It was just pretty much the people that have respect were the people that everybody will follow. So that was my biggest thing, because you always have teams, I'm sure you have, where you got somebody that talk a lot, but they didn't have respect. So people wouldn't move with them when they moved. But my biggest thing was just earn respect. Just from watching them, I was like, all I got to do is earn respect and people will listen. Because I've never been super vocal. But now I've put myself in a position where I have to be. Rashawn kind of took a lot of that last year, but he's gone now, so now it's been me. But I think a lot of the guys have seen my perseverance. They all know my story, so I think that just raised my level of respect. And once you got that, then people are just willing to listen to you. And I always got my teammates' best interest in heart, and I think they know that.
I was gonna say, speaking of that, Said Baxter, freshman running back.
Yeah.
He's I love that dude.
Yeah, man.
But speaking of that, of how you treat your other teammates and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
you let them have your number 4
Yeah.
that you was wearing for 4 years straight,
Yeah, man.
and now you're number 13. Kind
Yeah.
of explain how that came about. Did
Mm-hmm.
he come in and ask you for that number, or
Yeah,
like how did?
so I knew his nickname C4 coming in,
Yup.
you know, and I knew that would bring. I knew there was a lot of opportunities for him if he was able to keep the jersey number. And he just came up to me one day and told me the background behind why he wears it, and it was meaningful to him. And it never really was super meaningful to me because in high school I wore 3. I couldn't get that because Quinn. But yeah, it meant something to him, and I was like, man, if you want it, you can have it. So I just gave it to him. I feel like that was one of my first big acts of leadership because, you know, there was a lot of people that had the number 4 jersey. There's a lot of stuff I could have done with it. But it meant something to him. It was personal to him. So just let him, you know, I gave it to him, and he look good in it, man. But I like 13. I like 13 too. So
13 look good on you
yeah,
too.
it don't matter to me, man.
I'm not gonna lie, you out here blessing folks, man.
Yeah,
And when you get to the league, whenever you tossing numbers and exchanging numbers, you got to pay for those numbers. Like a lot of those numbers are 80,000 some bands, man.
Heard,
so
man, that's crazy.
the fact that CJ,
what you had to do?
I didn't buy a number.
Oh,
I didn't have it like that. Actually, I had my number snatched. So I was coming into the league. I played for the Cardinals. Got drafted by the Cardinals in the 4th round. I had number 55. Right after I got drafted, we had signed to OG, John Abraham.
Okay.
He's always worn 55 throughout his whole career.
Yeah.
He didn't even ask me if he could get the number. Like I was a rookie. I would have gave him the number. He didn't even ask if I wanted it.
Yeah.
I come into the facility. I just see 57 and I'm like, so that's how that goes. So hey, I say that to say, CJ, you blessed, man.
Yeah,
you got OGs
man.
like Jay Witt right here looking out for you.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
my
sir.
guy, man. You're gonna be really good.
Off day is Sunday after a game, right?
Yep.
Okay. What does an off day look like for you?
He told you what his was?
He told me he'd be on the game and he'd be eating good.
They go shopping every Sunday.
Oh, he left that out. What is it? The Eastview boys? That's what he called them? They go shopping every Sunday?
They go shopping. If we win, they go shopping every Sunday. So they've been shopping a lot. But a Sunday for me, I'm going to wake up at like 10. I'm usually up before then, but that's when my alarm go off. I go get a massage. I'll do the stuff we got in the weight room. I'll get in the ice bath. Drive home, I'm going to pick up a pint of ice cream. Every time.
Just a pint?
I'm going to eat the whole pint.
Okay, what flavor are we talking?
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Better be Bluebell.
From Bluebell.
Gotta be.
Come on. Bluebell, holla at me.
So Bluebell,
but I'm gonna pick up the Bluebell ice cream, go home. I got a show I watch called Suits. I don't know if you've seen
Suits.
It's on Netflix.
My wife is stuck on Suits. Oh my.
Yeah.
Y'all got like 10 seasons. Though. I've been waiting for.
It's worth it, bro. I started late too. I'm already on season 7.
I've been waiting like 2 months for my wife to finish the show. It's never ending.
So I'm gonna watch that while I'm eating the ice cream. Sundays when I wash all my clothes, the sheets, all that, and then what else I do? I'll probably go to dinner with like Sweat or something. We usually just go to Papa Do's on a Sunday.
He told me about that.
Yeah.
He told me he's getting the etouffee, the calamari.
Yeah, I'm the what I be getting?
Shrimp.
Pasta Mardi Gras.
I asked him about that. He said he never had it before.
Fire.
It's the best thing on the menu.
It is.
And he's never had it.
He be playing. But yeah, we do that. And then I try to go to sleep early. I don't stretch that night. So every other night I stretch, but Sundays I won't stretch that night. So there's some things I'll try to not do that are in my routine, just to like have a reset on Monday. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm big on keeping my body healthy. So that ice cream is the only bad thing I put in it.
Hey, like you say, your body need to reset sometimes.
Exactly.
Cheat meals are beneficial sometimes.
What was yours?
My cheat meal?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm like a gas station junkie, so it's like
I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna pull up the Quick Trip, and I'm gonna get me a pint of ice cream, some Reese's, Mike and Ike. So I'm gonna get about $30 worth of snacks though, and just go to town.
That's crazy. I'm an ice cream guy for sure.
Yeah, thanks. All right, last but not least, what does your pregame playlist look like?
I got a way different. Mine is very unique. So I'm
don't worry, Sweat told me he a country guy.
Yeah. So I growing up, I was just around a lot of, older women, and, they was old school, and we just have Teddy Pendergrass, Isley Brothers.
Teddy P.
So Teddy P is my favorite artist of all time. I even have a suit I wear before the games. On the inside is pictures of him.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's like a custom suit.
My pops loves Teddy P.
Yeah, man, that's
bro.
my favorite artist.
Okay.
So my playlist is gonna have him in it.
Favorite Teddy P song?
Love TKO.
Oh, Love TKO.
Yeah, that's my song right there.
That's
my song.
I got a couple, man. Love TKO, Turn Off the Lights.
That's it.
Whole town's laughing. I can keep going. Let's go. All right, so what's on your play? What else?
I'm gonna have Teddy P on there. I'm gonna have Johnny Gill on there.
Oh, you like them throwbacks for real.
Yeah, man, Johnny Gill on there, man. And then I'll put some new stuff like Drake. I like Drake when he ain't rapping. Like he just like that sad Drake.
Singing Drake. Yeah.
Singing Drake. I like that.
So you mellow vibes before the game.
I'm super calm. Yeah, so it'd be super calm. It's all like R&B, soul music. And then right when we get off the Bevo Boulevard, I'll just put some type of violent music on. And I make myself go through like an emotional roller coaster. So on the way there, it'll be super calm.
Yep.
We'll get there while we're getting taped. I'll just put some type of violent music on. I'll make myself mad. And then after that, I play the sound of the ocean.
You got
right before he got every game. I'll play the sound of the ocean and I'll sit there and just listen to that, and then we go outside. I'll be ready. That's
crazy. So I kind of get that a little bit because I remember I used to just play like straight trap bangers, like 2 hours straight before the game. And by the time the game started, like, I'm burnt out. Like I feel like I didn't play the quarter already. So I had to tweak my playlist. Like you said, I was like the mellow R&B. And then I'd ramp it up, and then like 30 minutes before the game, that's when either Future or EST come on or something like that. So I kind of feel you on that, man.
Same way. Gotta be.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Well, Jay Wood, I appreciate you sitting down with us, man.
Of course, man.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
You having me.